In 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the fourth installment of our mental health talks. Wow, this is starting off a lot more bubbly and positive than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be completely transparent right now. This is like maybe my fourth or fifth restart with this episode already. Today, I have a lot to talk about. I also have like a lot that I'm kind of skipping over, and that feels kind of weird because I thought that I was going to be able to do like 100%, super everything out on the table, talk about anything and everything that was going on in my life, which was like the point of these like video diary, right? And now that is really no longer the case. I am going through some stuff with a friend that I really don't want to get into, and I don't know if I'll ever really be able to get into it. I think that the biggest component of what's going on right now in that situation that I actually would like to talk about and would like to explain a little bit further is this thing I do that I don't know is dissociating or anything like that. I don't think it's that, because when I have felt dissociation before, I've been extremely, extremely aware of it. And for that reason, this sensation, this thing that happens to me, it's not the same feeling as that, or distancing sensation like from my own body, feeling kind of outside of my body. It's not like that at all. But at the same time, I don't really know like what else it could be or what else could describe it. It could also just be like who I am, how I am when it comes to like getting really, really big bad news. I've learned things about others or been told really, really difficult information before, and it has always taken me a long time to even get to my initial reaction. Immediately, I can ask a lot of questions. I can try to get clarification, but like I don't feel any different, once that conversation has started than I did a few important moments before I got the really, really bad, potentially relationship, friendship, life-changing news. And I don't feel out of my body, like I said. Like, I don't feel dissociation the way that I have before. I've had conflicts with people before where I might have been trying to be a bit more forgiving up front, or I genuinely didn't think it was a big deal. I was already being like on the side of, oh, don't feel so bad. Like, look at me, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's okay. Yeah, it's weird or whatever. Like, I can say like that I know it's supposed to be weird. I know it's a weird thing. I know that what they did wasn't right. But I also am like really honestly not mad. And I will like forgive someone because I just didn't feel, anything when it happened. It's like I knew that I should have been disappointed. I knew that I should have been mad, but I didn't feel it. So I just was like, no, we're fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. And it was. And then it's like months later, it finally sinks in. And then I feel like it's too late to say anything. And maybe it is, because it's like, I don't want to go back on my word and be like, hey, that thing you did was actually really shitty. Like, I actually don't forgive you. And I feel like it's not someone else's fault that like I take so long to process things. At least now that I'm older, I know this about myself. And so now that I'm in this issue with this friend, I was upfront and I said, look, the way that I feel right now is not my final response. It's not, my actual reaction. Like, I probably sound fine right now, but I know that if I give it some time, I likely won't be. This friend and I are now taking space so that I can get through my response, my reaction, my feelings, and figure out where I settle before I start talking and being like, hey, this is okay, or hey, this is not okay. And I even, said to this friend that like wherever I settle might still change. It really might, and it probably will. And I really hate that I have to be so vague with this, but it's just an extremely extremely sensitive subject, and it's extremely messed up what happened. And for that, I hate that, like, I could have talked about everything going on, everything in my life, and I already was doing that. I was being like extremely open, extremely vulnerable, and just voicing like everything that I was feeling, everything that was coming to my mind in the previous episodes. And now I'm at this point where I'm like, I wasn't asking for it, but I really did find like the one topic that I can't touch, that I can't get into. It makes me even think about myself and what it would mean, what it could mean about me if I still chose to remain friends with someone after something like this. Now for a bit of a pick-me-up, please. The prompt is, how do you feel most confident? When do you feel most confident? In what setting and what circumstance do you yourself feel at your most confident? My answer for this might be obvious, but might be surprising. I don't feel like there's a perfect day that I could have that wouldn't involve me feeling prepared, me feeling ready. And this means a couple of things. I would love to wake up earlier than I do. I really, really don't like working my noon to midnight shift because I feel like I miss a lot of the day, a lot of like prime, most people are still sleeping. I can get up, get a good start on my life. Those kind of beautiful days, if you could wake up at like 5:30 or 6. I personally, that kind of time to wake up in my sleep schedule does affect how I feel. And I think that would have been a perfect time to wake up for me, but unfortunately I can't do that with my current work situation. Even though I can't do that, there are other things that I've done that I feel make a tremendous difference on how prepared, how ready, how confident I feel. My huge deal breaker on having a good day or not, honest to God, is if I've showered or not. If I have showered, I feel so clean, so presentable, so ready. It's just the perfect primer for me to be able to get stuff done and to have the confidence, honestly, in my job, working as a dispatcher with my partner who criticizes every decision I make. Me being able to like defend myself and to keep myself like emotionally sound and emotionally available and steady and balanced to get through my shift with this person. If I come in and I feel like, I hate feeling insecure that my hair looks greasy. I hate feeling insecure that I can feel grease on my face, grease on my forehead, on my cheeks. It drives me nuts. I really wish that I was a lot better at following through on my hygiene on a daily basis, but even with me saying all of this, I still have days where I go an inappropriate length of time without a shower. And I don't like doing that. I think that what happens is it's a mix of me feeling like I don't have enough time when I'm not at work or driving to or from work to enjoy my life while doing like a 3 in a row of shifts, because I work in those 12 hours. So I spend time getting there, spend time getting home. I have to spend a lot of time asleep because that is something that really, really makes a huge difference on my mood. And then after that, it's like, what's left? Honestly, I said this in the first episode and I probably have mentioned it again since then, but I really need a different job. I think I'm well, I was going to say I'm like getting more balanced, but I also had a bit of a difficult conversation with my boyfriend earlier tonight. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. Like, well, no. I mean, no. I still think I shouldn't make any major life decisions right now. So I'm not going to leave my job, but I know it's not a forever for me anymore. Something else that I could mention that goes along with my feeling of being prepared and presentable, not to say Okay, look, this is where I feel like I lose some people. And my best friend, Jocelyn, and I even, I wouldn't say we like get into arguments about this because I'm not like defending hair removal. Like, I don't like doing it. I don't like doing it, but I do it because um, I just wouldn't feel confident at all. I would be, okay, it's even worse than that. I would feel really, really embarrassed if someone saw all my body hair. Like, it's really bad. But then I'm also like, maybe kind of part of the problem because I still do remove my body hair, and I don't really do it for me because everyone's like, if you want to do it, then you should do it. And I'm like, I freaking hate doing it. It hurts so much. I have tried many different methods. I've done razor, I've done like cream, I've done waxing. Like, my skin is just so easily irritated. I don't get as bad of ingrown hairs as a lot of people, like a lot of the photos I see. Thankfully, I don't have an issue with that, but I get razor bumps so bad. And it's so uncomfortable, and I do not enjoy doing it. But I do not like having body hair. I just couldn't go outside with my legs as hairy as they could get. And I really honestly do root for the women who do that, who can go outside and show that. And like, I don't know, because I feel like it does help me eventually, like as people maybe start being a little bit more accepting of stuff like that. But I'm not going to fight that fight. Like, I love you if you do, but like, just know that we're on the same team still, even though I buy into it and I fall into it and I feel like I have to do it. But that super, super long-winded disclaimer aside, I personally feel like when I have too much body hair, especially in the summer when I'm really hot and I'm still wearing jeans because I haven't shaved in a month, that's when I don't feel confident. I should add another to that. I don't feel confident when my clothes are too tight, but I haven't bitten the bullet to go buy new clothes that actually fit me, even though I've just gained weight. I freaking hate that. I freaking hate that. That's going to be a topic for my Sarah Has Style channel. Oh my God. I actually have 4. I have the core 4 YouTube channel ideas. It's a lot. I told you guys the second episode, like, of course, anybody would want to do this whole time. Duh. I'm not going to play cute. I'm not going to be like, yeah, I mean, I guess you could like subscribe if you want or whatever. Like, no, are you kidding me? I will beg. I will beg. I will cry for it. I'll freaking cry. So now you guys know what makes me feel most confident. Usually something hygiene related, something just to feel prepared, to feel presentable. A lot of it has to do with like physical sensation and how I feel like I am presenting myself. But like, even if I were at home alone all day, I still would want to be clean. It's still just a whole part of the grander picture and how confident I feel in myself following through on that day. Please let me know in the comments what helps you guys feel the most confident. If you have any ideas for what might help me or others who also struggle to keep consistent with hygiene, like showering and whatnot, let me know if you guys have any advice for that, because I think that that's a very specific and unique issue, especially when this open question led me directly to hygiene, and then that's also something that I happen to really struggle with. I don't know if that like says something about me, but I would be interested to know. But I'm more interested in like what a solution would be, honestly. So please let me know if you have any ideas for how to remain consistent with the things that make us most confident. It strikes me as a little bit self-sabotaging when I can be like, I love to be hygienic, I love to show up and feel fresh, and then I like go days without showering. Like, it's okay. It's a struggle for everybody, but we'll get through it. It's all right. Let me know what keeps you confident. Let me know how you're going to remain confident in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching as always, and don't forget to check out some of my other videos that should be appearing now.